Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to North Bay, Ontario. Alright, so this is a new map that just came out not too long ago. It's actually a beta map. I'm not going to do a full Let's Play on it, I just want to check it out because it's close to where I used to live. I used to live in a town called Sudbury, Ontario, and this is North Bay, and our North Bay is not too far from Sudbury, so I thought I'd check it out. Anyways, so I got the Dodge Ram 2500? Yes. Heavy duty. There's no, I don't know why this truck doesn't have this, but it doesn't have a gooseneck setup. Anyways, let's go take a little jaunt around here. There we go. Turn that down a little bit. Anyway, so I just want to have a look around this map. I'm just curious what it looks like. I haven't, there we go. I haven't looked around it at all, but I just wanted to have a quick little look to see what it's like, actually. So, for sale. Well, that's kind of a cool for sale sign. Now this map is basically a forestry specific map. That's what it's designed for. The whole, like, you could do farming on it, but it's primarily for forestry. And as most of you are aware, I'm not a huge forestry proponent in this game, at least. So that's the reason why I'm not super enthusiastic about anything like that. But I just wanted to check out the map, see what it looked like, because I used to live close to this area. Well, there are fields here. There are fields. So you can theoretically farm a little bit if you wanted to. So actually this looks very similar to Sudbury. Sudbury was like a very open, like hilly area, lots and lots of trees everywhere basically. Had like marshland, like see how that has like a little bit of low level land there, and then there's trees in the middle on an island. Very similar. Very similar. It's crazy. Alright, here we're coming up to some other types of land. Wow, this is really different. Now remember, this is just a beta map, so I suspect that a lot of aspects aren't fully done yet, which is probably why this is just open land like this. I suppose the idea is you can plant trees and whatnot there. They do have a bit of a hill pass right now, so you can go up and check it out. That's what we're going to do right now. But it looks like kind of a nice map, actually. If you're into forestry, at least. I just thought it was funny that it was North Bay, Ontario. You don't see many like Canadian maps that come out. So I always liked having a look. This one just happened to be close to where I used to live, so that's why I was even more curious about it. You know, anytime when that happens, like if you're from Michigan or from New York or Mississippi, wherever you're from, and there's like a farm sim map that's close to the area, it's always cool to check out those maps to see what they're like. Is that our farm up there? Oh my goodness, I think it is. It's always interesting to see, you know. Yeah, that's where the farm is, way up there. It's always interesting to see what the map creator did to make it look like that. So this map is actually, or this city, I should say, is close to the Canadian Shield. Thus all the rocks, and this is very this is what you see a lot of as you go up to Northern Ontario. You see a lot of rocks everywhere basically. So this is very I would say accurate. I don't know how many big hills there are like this, but it's very hilly like this. Some mountains around, lots and lots of rock basically. So the town I used to live in called Sudbury was called The Rock for a while. It's basically like a crater. If you ever look at it, it's actually, the city itself goes down to like a valley, and it's all rocks. So a lot of people call it the crater and stuff like that. A couple universities, they call it the Northern Ontario, or what is it they call it? The Education Capital of the North, I think they call it, or something like that. Something crazy like that. Alright, so I guess this is our main farm up here. Lots of trees, as you can see. So if you're into the whole forestry thing, definitely pretty cool. Here is, I guess this is the BGA? No. Just a random bunker. If it's primarily a forestry map, I don't know why you need a bunker. Let's bring up the map real quick. So we are, oh wow, that's kind of crazy. So like, got a big, huge lake right here. And where are we? We are way over here. So there's a biomass heating plant down there. And what we'll do is, looks like you can go drive around in the big circuit. So I think that's what we'll do. Like I said, I'm just checking the map out. I was just curious to see what it looked like. It definitely looks like a forestry map. Not something I would want to play on for an extended period of time. But definitely if you're into the forestry side of things, it looks pretty cool for that. So, I wonder if there's actually water down there. No. But you see a lot of these types of areas where there's just an open bit of land, basically. Or a big valley or gully. And it just drops off like that. Lots of sheer cliffs. And that's very common. Look at all these trees, holy smokes. And this is what it's like. It's when you get up into the northern Ontario, you see just, just a wall of trees, basically. And that's all you can see for just miles and miles and miles. So this is pretty accurate, I would say. Let's take a quick little peek. What does it look like over there? Look at that. Very cool. And it's all fir trees, or spruce, or evergreen, I guess is what they would call it. May help if I'm actually driving in the right location. Yeah, it's all evergreen trees and stuff like that, so it's really cool to see maps that recreate areas that you have seen and you have been to before, so at least in my mind, I like the idea of it. I forgot how slidey this truck was. I like the way it looks for the most part, and runs for the most part, but it is a bit slidey. I don't know why, and I think it has a beacon too. I'm not a big fan of the beacon, I think it looks silly, but I didn't create the truck, so. One of the great things about any kind of modded, any kind of mods in the game, or any game that you can mod in, is that you can change it the way you want it. So if I wanted to change license plate to an Ontario license plate, I could easily do that. Take the beacon off. I could do that as well. Lots of cool things you can do with it. You could decrease the size technically if you wanted to. I think this truck is oversized if memory serves. Like if I compare this up against a tractor, I believe this one is slightly oversized. I like the bigger truck though. I was looking at another truck that was just to cruise around in, but I forgot how silly it was. Very cool. Look at this. It's all rock. That's exactly what it looks like around that area too. It's just rock everywhere. Rock and trees. That's all you see. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at that. There you go. Take a little screenshot of that. Nice. That's cool. You see how it has like the road going through the town and that one single field. Very cool. Yep, so this is the North Bay map. Very interesting to see what the map creator decided to put into this thing. Oops, I think I turned around there. If I can see my tracks, it's probably not a good thing. So it's very interesting to see how they put things together. It's like when you play a map that you haven't played before. Or you played it before in like 2013 and then you get to see what it looks like in 2015 and see if there's any changes. Like OGF Bayern, for example, is for 2015 now as well. I believe R.D. Allen was or is playing on it. I can't remember. There's lots of maps that have been converted over. So, for example, Idaho has been converted over technically, but as far as I know, at this point in time, it's not what it used to be in 2013. Which is to be expected, usually. Converts don't usually, bushes. Thankfully, we have a big bull bar in the front, or whatever you want to call it. And these bushes like this right here, you see this all over the place as well in Northern Ontario. Where does this go down here? Oh, close to a little area. Let's check this out then. They do start you off with a couple of good things on this map to get you started. They start you off with a Ponzi Scorpion, a tractor, a MAN truck with your Fliegel timber runner, flatbed, and they don't start you off with this truck. They start you off with a different truck, but I just didn't want to use the in-game truck, so but very, very cool. Lots of areas you can potentially do forestry, and I think you can cut down all of these trees. Let's just double check that. Let's see, can we cut down these trees that are just right here? No, these are just, I don't even need to try. So some of the trees aren't, you can't cut them down. Some of them are just there for looks, like those ones right there, for example. But I suppose, get out of the bushes. I suppose there are other trees you can go and cut down if you wish. I haven't found, I probably have driven past them without realizing. But lots and lots of cool little areas on this map. Anyways, let's just let's slide so much. Let's go to this last little section, and then we'll just stop the episode there. I think you've seen enough of the map to get an idea of what it's like. Oh, here's where your cows are apparently, way down in here. So they give you a little field in an open area. So like I said, this is a beta map, so it's not finished, so that's probably why there are some wide open areas like this. You can drift this truck really easily. Look at that. Too easily, in fact. Anyways, folks, this was North Bay, Ontario. Just I just want to check out the map because I noticed I was from North Bay. Thought that was kind of cool. So, anyways, folks, my name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from North Bay, Ontario. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that share button? I'd really appreciate that. Catch you guys later.